Good morning, pals. Merry Christmas. That's my cat, Crookshanks. And I am Tanya. Welcome to 100 miles, 100 days on a $100 treadmill. It's Christmas Day and we're going to get this thing going. So let's take a walk. All right, pals, let's get started. Come on, everybody, here we go. And let's ramp it up. Hey, pals, welcome to day 21. It's amazing. 3 weeks we've been doing this. All right, well, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is how we talked on the live stream the other night about, I had this idea of celebrating the 100th day, the 100th mile, actually in Disneyland. And so Chris and I talked about it afterwards, and he's gonna go ahead and come with me, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. So it's super cool. I'm very excited. So it gives the next however many weeks of this we're doing, the next 2.5 months, a real goal now that it's not just this amorphous, maybe I'm walking to go to be in Disneyland. It's like a real thing now. So yeah, I'm super excited. So I told you guys in the beginning that Costco deal was not the best deal, but that, you know, I also said if someone gave me tickets, I would gladly take them. And so my Christmas present is tickets to Disneyland from Costco. So I'm gladly taking them because for what we're doing, it actually turns out to be the right kind of deal. So normally I wouldn't be wanting to pay the extra for the park hoppers and all of that, but you kind of get the park hopping for free throughout with that price. So there you go, eating my words. But I think you guys will forgive me. It's all good in the end, because we are only going to go for the 2 days, just to catch that 100th day and the 100th mile, and then have another day of being able to film like a lot of B-roll and interesting stuff to bring back to you guys for future videos. Because also what I'm thinking about doing after that is bringing you along on making an outfit for going to Dapper Days, which will be in April. So it'll be like another month after that. Probably not going to do every single day again for 100 days, because this is quite daunting, but I keep telling you that, not so that you feel sorry for me or anything like that, but just so that you know where I'm at while I'm doing this. It's daunting, but it's not going to stop me. So bottom line is that I wanted to start this challenge as something I knew I could do, that it wouldn't be too difficult for me to get onto a treadmill and walk for a mile and talk to you guys every day. It gives me the, you guys doing your walking, doing your mile with me every day is inspiring me right back to keep doing it. And so thank you, each and every one of you that are joining me on this journey. It's a little overwhelming that anybody wants to join me in doing this. And so, you know, it's Christmas. I'm feeling a little nostalgic. I'm very happy with my present, and everything that is coming along with this journey that I'm taking. And yeah, just feeling a little verklempt. So, anywho, let's talk a little bit about some Disney, huh? All right, so Chris tells me that I should be talking about the outfit that I'm thinking about making for our 100th, my 100th. I keep saying ours, but it's ours. Our 100th day, 100th mile in Disneyland. I first started out like, oh, I'll just like make a t-shirt that says I'm doing my 100 miles and ask me about it, something silly. And then I thought, well, it's me. So if I'm gonna do anything, as a friend of mine loves to say, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. So that is kind of my motto when it comes to doing any of this stuff is, hey, I'm already stretched thin, so why not add something else on top of it? So my thought process this morning is, I love to make like circle skirts to go to Disneyland in. I'll show you some pictures of other circle skirts that I've done. And like my bestie and I love to just make kind of like these poodle skirt kind of things where we do on the skirt itself, there's different themed, we'll make them themed for, like, I have a haunted mansion one, a tiki room one, what else do I have? A jungle cruise one. In the beginning, I started out with this idea of making like poodle skirts with just a character on them. So when we did this couples trip, I think it's been 3 years ago. It was me and my bestie and our guys, and she and I made different circle skirts with kind of a character as like where a poodle would go on a poodle skirt. So I have like Stitch and the Cheshire Cat, and I make these felt patches by hand that take forever, but I love doing it. When Chris and I went, I did felt patches for our Oogie Boogie night where we were in orange bird costumes. So I made my dress was all orange and had a big orange bird face on it. And I've done some sweaters and stuff. So where was I? Anyway, the whole reason I'm talking about that is because this morning, as Chris and I were talking about like the possibility of what I should be wearing for that 100th day, I start out thinking I should just make a t-shirt. It'd be easy. But no, I can't do something like that. I have to make a circle skirt that has like a big cutout, and I'll make a big patch that has like the Disneyland. I'm thinking like the old Disneyland logo, sign logo that's been used in a lot of the 70th anniversary stuff this year. I think I have a teal circle skirt that I've already made that would be the right color scheme, and then just be able to put like all that information on it. Like I'm maybe around the hem of the skirt, like, I'm here doing what I'm doing, 100 miles, 100 days, $100 treadmill, but today is Disney. And that way I can get all those professional pictures that we've talked about before and show off my skirt for you guys. And and then of course I'll have to come up with something to make for him, and it'll be a whole thing because it always is. So Chris just brought up a point for me to talk about. going to Disneyland at Christmas time. Is it worth it? Now, this is something I have only a little bit of information to give you because I've only done it one time, and it was on that trip that we did about 3 years ago that I was just talking about with the couples trip I did with me and my bestie. And we went in at the end of November, beginning of December. I think it was actually like the last week of November, like right after Thanksgiving. So all the Christmas decorations are up, but it's not quite into December, so it's not quite the Christmas stuff yet. Although a picture came up the other day that said I posted it on the 22nd, and I'm sure that was just after I had been home for a while and reposted something, because I'm pretty sure we went in November. But the closer you get to the actual date of Christmas, when everybody is out of school and getting breaks from work and everybody's going to Disneyland, it can be very crowded. It can be very daunting. It can make you question your sanity. But there are great times to go. And there's, again, it always comes back to managing your expectations when you go to Disneyland. If you go to Disneyland during a spring break, a Christmas break, any of those kind of times, you are going to be there at the busiest time for the parks. And so you have to manage your expectations of, you're not going to be going on the days that I'm talking about, being able to walk onto a ride and ride something and run around and walk onto it again. That's not going to happen for you during the Christmas season. Does that make it not worth it to go? Not at all, because the vibe, there's a lot of people that talk about Disneyland as whether you're going there for the vibe or you're going there for the ride. And during the Christmas time, you are going to get some vibes that you don't get any other time of the year. You get the lights, you get the light shows, you get the fireworks, you get the snow. If you have never experienced the snow that falls at Disneyland after the fireworks and light show in the evening, oh my gosh. The first time that Chris and I experienced that, I started crying. I could not, I just couldn't contain myself. I didn't expect it. I didn't really know. This was like 3 years ago. I didn't know the amount of stuff that I know about Disneyland now. So I had no idea that this snow happened. And the snow that I'm talking about is produced at Disneyland and parks, or other Disney parks around the world. But they have these machines that pump out a mixture of, it's like soap bubbles and something else. They call it Snope. And it's not sticky, it's not weird. Like when it lands on you, it stays for a second, just like really light snow would. I don't know how they did it, what the formula is. Put it on me every day. I love it. Because it does feel like being in snow, but it's, 70 degrees, so that's nice. But that kind of stuff you just aren't going to experience any other time of the year. And is that worth it for a trip? Heck yeah. That's an experience that I will never forget. And you can still, those are the times where we've talked about using Lightning Lane and having some of those extras really do work in your favor. If you want to have a reserved seat for Fantasmic, if you want to have a reserved seat for the parade that's happening, pay those extras on those during those holidays, because it saves your time is really what it does. It where you would be having to find yourself a spot on Main Street 2.5 hours before the parade starts just so that you have a good spot to watch everything. For me, that's worth the extra money of buying a dining package or a tour or whatever it is that will get you that reserved spot that you don't have to do that for. That's just me. I think it's about time to ramp this thing up. All right, where should we be getting to today, guys? I think the other night on the live stream, I had quite a few people saying where we should get ourselves to, and one of them was getting ourselves to Christmas at Small World. I think we've done that once before, but you can't pass up the lights and the Christmas at Small World, can ya? Say we're in New Orleans Square. That's a long ways away, isn't it? But let's go ahead and get to walking. We're going to say goodbye to the Haunted Mansion. Going to go down the hill a little ways to where the entrance of Pirates of the Caribbean is. Hello, pirates. Yo ho. And we're going to pass the Golden Horseshoe. The Golden Horseshoe is a place where live entertainment should always be happening. Like vaudeville kind of things should always be happening. But there was a casting call put out, I don't know, in the last couple of months for like performers and people who could play instruments and people who knew how to riff off of each other, and sounded very much like, to me, like the kind of show that would be put on at the Golden Horseshoe. So fingers crossed that's what's actually being put together, because that would be super fun to be able to eat lunch and catch those shows that used to be there. Getting past Frontierland and headed into the hub. Oh, there's the partner statue. I always look at the partner statue before I look at the castle. There's the castle. In fact, let's walk across the drawbridge through the castle. Let's go through Fantasyland. And Chris and I just watched Sleeping Beauty again the other night, and I had to give him all of the the random trivia about Sleeping Beauty, like how Once Upon a Dream, the song that gets sung in there is taken directly from Tchaikovsky's ballet and the Sleeping Beauty suite. So, I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. That's all I'm gonna sing. Now I've taken to singing to you guys every time, haven't I? It's because I'm getting more comfortable and I'm getting to know you, and you're getting to know me, so. All right. Oh, there it is. Small World all lit up. Good job, guys. Whew, Gotta slow down. And there it is, our mile. Woohoo! All right, pals, good job. That's day 21 in the books. I'm Tanya. That's my fat cat, Jim. And this is 100 days, 100 miles on a $100 treadmill. There's my ears for today. My Christmas ears. Now I just need to find some mistletoe and a fella to kiss. See you tomorrow. Bye, pals. Oh, and look, I found one. There's a fella. Mwah.